You see, yeah. Good evening, Devrat. Can you hear us? And on the, are you there on the video? Yeah. So welcome, Devrat. You have been the earlier student of this Ankur Group Captain Shyam SSB Online. There are new students who are aspiring to become officers in armed forces, and you have been successful. You have been recommended by SSB. So our association, your message to them, preparation strategy, and some inspirations to the new dreamers. Go ahead, all yours, Devrat.
Good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. So, I am Cadet Deval Dubey. So, talking about my preparation. So, I started my preparation of National Defense Academy in the. My first attempt was NDA 150, which started on 4th September 2022. Just after clearing my first NDA written, I was at that time I didn't took any SSB coaching. So, on clearing the NDA 150 and 151, I got screened down in both, and I was not having any idea that how should I present myself in front of the assessors, what should I speak, how should I speak, how to communicate with the group, how should I perceive, and how should I make the story. So I was completely unaware of that fact. So after the NDA 151, on starting my NDA 152 and other 10 plus 2 entries, I got to know about the Captain Shyam Kumar sir. I immediately joined the sir's classes after knowing that the things which sir used to teach us. On joining the sir's classes, the first thing and the most important thing was that sir started focusing on my communication skills, my way of presentation. During the live PPT sessions in the class, sir used to give the individual remarks to each one of them, and just after class I used to request sir that, sir, request if you can give me my personal remarks. So sir used to tell that today you are too much shouting, you are not letting others to speak. The first and foremost thing is that you have to coordinate with the group members. Apart from just presenting yourself, you have to listen to others also and build towards the common group story, and that was the thing which helped me a lot. I will talk about my Navy 10 plus 2 entry where I went for my SSB. There I made some story, and the 3 and 4 people of my group made the other story. The theme was same. So when the discussion start, apart from just focusing on my topic, I just left my topic and went to the group, and I just supported their point. And in the end, unless my story was different, they nominated me as a group leader because I just dropped my story and was supporting their point of view and their common stories. And finally, our group story was same, which the majority was there. So the thing is that we have to observe the group's nature, that where the group is going. If the group is going completely towards the same story and you being just being self-obsessive that no, I'll only prove my point, I'll only prove my story, but that will not be beneficial. The group and officers both will discard you, and which will not be good for you. And definitely PPTT is the most important thing for getting screened in. After getting screened in, that time it immediately informed sir that after 2 successive SSBs, I finally got screened in, and then our phones and all were submitted. On the 20th September 2023, when I got recommended, I immediately, the first call was me to sir only, and I informed sir I got recommended, and sir was more happier than me, and sir told that I was confident enough that if you will clear the stage 1, then you will surely clear the stage 2. So I would say that the sessions which the sir make, the individual focus on the particular sessions is the most interesting part of the search course. I would say there was a majority focus. I would say the majority focus on the GTO because GTO is 2-day activity, and sir is an expert in GTO, and sir's guidance and life techniques that how to counter the structure if you're not getting an idea at that moment, then how to counter that and how to approach towards that idea. They used to show us the 3D drawings, used to show by the various drawings that if that type of structure is then you can go with that idea. If this structure is coming, then you can apply that idea. Another topic is what lecturate, as today all of you are given one topic to speak. So in my time also I was given various topics. I would say, so used to give every day a NAP topic to speak, and I have covered almost all the important topics which used to come, and I used to make video, I used to give it to sir, then sir personally gives me feedback that you spoke that you lacked this much, you were speaking fast, you were speaking slow, your voice modulation was not good, your pronunciation was not good, this things to be mentioned, this thing to be not mentioned, you are over explaining something. So this thing become very important, and the lecturate, I just kept in my mind when I got my lecturate topic and my SSB, I just kept those points in my mind which sir told me, and I just went through. And in the group discussion, which is the most important, we have two group discussions in the SSB. So just talking about that, the group dynamics, which is a very prominent thing, is look, apart from your knowledge, your behavior, the group dynamics is a very important factor which becomes in a GD. So if you are shouting, slouching, just trying to prove yourself, not letting others to speak, so that marks a negative impact on you. A leader, an officer is someone who listens others and goes with others, not just keep focusing on himself and just trying to prove that he is only correct. So group dynamics was the important factor which was focused during my time when I was there in class. We used to have a various group discussions, and so used to mentor us that how you have to approach in GD, how you have to go through what you have to speak, when you have to speak, what you have to speak, and these things were good. And interview, I have given 3 to 4 personal interviews to sir, and I would say I'm honestly completely saying that the type of interview sir took me, my interview was completely almost the same. I was the part of NCC UP 66 battalion, so certain portion of questions were there from NCC, certain questions were there from my home, my place, my hobby, my sports, my games, my education, and the type of questions that sir told that you probably get these types of questions because I was from 10 plus 2 entry, so they expect me to be a more technically knowledge because I was from Navy 10 plus 2 entry, so the technical questions which was there from physics, chemistry, science was quite more. And so sir already informed me that you are going through technical entry, so you must expect your subjectual knowledge, that you must expect the questions apart from his syllabus and all. So these things were there, and I really would say that my pronunciation skills, my ability to speak in front of the group, my confidence, and I would say my perception completely changed when I joined the search group, and I was the member of the search group not just for 21 days, 14 days, 1 month. I was a member of more than 5 to 6 months, and that really helped me in clearing my the NDA SSB, Navy 10 plus 2 SSB, and later on I went through my NDA SSB, and that also it was very good for me for doing that. So these things are there, and as I have earlier said that whatever sir is planning, sir is giving, it's completely full of experience and knowledge of the sir, and surely if all of us are honestly following that, then definitely it is going to help us to clear the services selection board. Thank you.
Oh, that's a great confession and good to hear. Even I'm very delighted to listen to Devbrat. But the fact is, basically, I have called him to make sure that he gets you all get a clear picture from him that what is actually being given to you is not just for sake of saying. It has got some meaning, it has some experience, it has some value system. So, the brother, your comments on the offline versus online training. Many of the students in our group and the people who join us, sometimes they feel that their PGT, FGT, their command task, and the group activities suffered. So, what do you say about that part? You had your own experience on this.
Sir, I would say that when we be on a field, when we give our SSB, and when we are encountered by the GTO task on that ground, then our preconceived idea generally don't work. We have to apply our instant idea, and for that we need to have the basic approach and basic idea which our instructors tell. If we just go through the preconceived 3-4 ideas which we have come that we have to make the cantilever and all, so that would not help. You need to have the instantaneous approach. You need just to go with the fact that basic knowledge should be there. So I would say it doesn't matter an offline and online. It is all about your alertness, your activeness, and your ability to approach the situation, which matters a lot in that situation. And that is what we are. I was taught here, and my group was taught here, that sir used to take a frame, a structure, and tell us the 3-4 ideas. If this is not working, you can go with this. If GTO will turn this blue to red, red to blue, then you can go with this. So basically, I was having a fair idea of how to handle situation. And apart from solving that, the GTO also tests your mental strength. He will make the situation tough and tough for you. That in my GTO task, he was continuously changing my color. He had turned almost everything as negative of me. That he just took all of me. So at that time, my patience, the state of mind was very much important. If at that time I would have been panicked, though, that would have been a negative mark for me. So that is the sir told me that the GTO may make the things difficult for you, and in that situation, if you will panic and do random stuffs and just not stable, so that will not be good for you.
Okay,
Mental state is also
three
checked
things.
there, and your ability to be in a calm state is important.
Three things that you changed after you joined Ankur Group.
Sir, I would say my speaking skills, my group dynamics. Sir, before joining the Ankur Group, in my previous two SSBs, I would say the group behavior was the one which would have led me in not getting the stage one. I was just slouching, shouting, not letting others to speak, just being the self one that only I'll speak, I won't let others to speak, just shouting, trying to prove my story, that my story is only correct, I am only right. And in that point of state, sir, I was observing that the group clearly left me, and the group told
Okay,
that
so
we'll
yeah,
shout,
very
we'll go through the story.
very young brat, and obviously I had to wake him up early morning many days, and he couldn't sleep at night because of many of the punishments and the disciplinary actions that he got, and he held it in a good stead. Initially there was some reluctance to change, but he realized that what is good and what is wrong. So that is one thing which is very important for us to understand: sense of responsibility, faith, honest confession, and consistency to continue for 4 to 5 months. And in case of failure, learning and repeating. All this has happened in his journey, which is what I wanted you to understand. First attempt, if you fail, you need not to bother, because it's a long journey. It's a prestigious, work. It is a competition which is tough, and it doesn't come just like that. Around your society, in your group, in your college, schools, there will be may not be one person even who has gone through this rigorous training program and has had patience to go through it. Therefore, you don't have any experience of this kind of preparation in your society, at home, in your school, college, even in mohalla, even in whole district, even in whole state, districts or bigger level. And if they are not in touch with you. So that is why this is an isolated preparation strategy, for which you have to listen to the person who is training you. That's what probably he did. Some important things that I want to tell Abu you about through him is that one point that we must understand is the communication skills is very, very important. And one thing which he has done is he has been very regular in the making naps that he has confessed to you. I still have his many of nap recordings, so many of them. I was just going through today. After morning we discussed. In fact, he was so kind. Within 10 minutes of talking, he sent me a video of 6.5 minutes, making his whole experience summarized. And I was so hilarious. I forwarded to Mr. Ashish, to KD Defense Academy marketing head, saying that you can probably make a video out of it or whatever. So I've already sent it to him. When it comes to YouTube in a cut manner or in edited manner, I would definitely seek his consent before promulgating it in the right manner. But yes, he is so keen to tell you everything what he wants to say. So all of you, please ask any questions to him on individual basis. That's the last part of it. We'll call him again in case required, but go ahead, please. Yes, Amrit, your question. 09. You are the NDA aspirant.
Yes, I have both NDA and
Technical.
NDA and TEA.
Yes.
Yes, I have both NDA and TES. So I would like to ask what are the questions they ask in the interview of NDA?
So interview is something which is based on your PIQ form. It depends on the mood of the interviewing officer. Like if he'll take the questions on particular thing, he'll go through. Like in my case, he started questions about my place, my games, my sports, and then he went through various miscellaneous questions of science that he asked me various question in chemistry like SPDF subshells in the chemistry. He asked me about the process of refractions, and he also gave various instantaneous math questions like a certain person is running certain distance in certain minutes, so what will be his speed in kilometer per hour, meter per second, and that stuff. He also basic questions of current affairs. At that time, the INS Marmagao was commissioned, so that questions related to that. I was a naval aspirant, so lots of questions regarding Navy was also asked to me. That they asked me the various difference between naval ports and merchant ports, how many naval ports we are having, how many merchant ports we are having, how many warships we are having, what is the how many aircrafts we are having, naval aircrafts we are having. So these things were asked. And one miscellaneous questions which was asked to me was why Bay of Bengal is called Bay of Bengal only, why not called Bay of Delhi, Bay of Bombay, something like that. And certain random questions were asked to me. Then one of the questions which he asked me that why just only want to join Navy? If I'll give you a chance to join the Army and Air Force, will you prefer to join the Navy still then? So that type of questions will be asked, and that the 2-3 laps of fast questions which are common in every interview, they'll just ask 10 to 12 continuous questions to you, and you have to at least answer I would say 8 to 9 questions. And you can request the request if you can repeat 2 questions, that's not possible. But at that point, if just after answering 2-3 questions you are requesting, then that's not a good point. I would say you need to listen the search question properly, and then just basic questions about my family, my friends, my society, and some questions related to NCC. That few, not that much, but few questions related to NCC was asked to me. And basically 60% of interview was from my PIQ form, rest 20% from my science questions like technical questions, and rest 20 miscellaneous questions from current affairs, sports.
Yeah, 116, you have any questions?
So I was asked.
Yeah, go ahead. 16.
I would like to ask you that how was your group planning exercise and how was the discussion regarding it? Were you nominated as the leader to conclude the planning and the structure that was formed there?
Our group planning was like someone that we get the common, that my planning was that I would remember 5 people were there, 5 to 6 people were there. They went to some in forest and all. Then Pradhan's daughter was kidnapped and the railway tracks were broken and all that. So in that we collectively planned thing. At last they were nominating me to represent the common story, to tell the common plan. But I find my one of the batchmate who has given a good idea and who was approaching more good towards. So I just requested everyone that we should go for nominating the chest number this, because he is having a very good approach. So I was given a chance to speak, but I nominated my friend to represent the common story.
And how was the calculation? Mathematical or how was your calculations and all on a sheet? What did you do? Do you remember the calculations that has been discussed in the class about whom, heart, how, speed calculations, etc.?
Yes, sir. So all things were mentioned, that the proper utilization of resource calculation, that much distance is there, so approximately this much time he'll take if he'll go by that. You need to have a rough idea that if a minibus is there, then it can run at max in the Kacha road at this speed. If 2 people are there, so they can run at what max speed, about a distance. So that basic calculation there, it should be mentioned. It creates a good impact. And during the class, so used to tell us like that only. We are lacking, and if you're just randomly sending 2 people and we are saying that 2 people will go there, they'll take that time. So that's not good. You need to tell the distance that according to the map, this much distance is there and a certain boy can run at average this speed, so this much time it will take. So this create a good impact.
Yeah.
So this is a good point which I mentioned.
Okay. So I think some Okay, last, I think we will not take much time of you. We will call you again with some more, detailed, specific, sessions in case we can help them. Uh, Last message that you want to give to them. We have now, as you know, we have started with the KD Defense Brigade offline training also, and right now we are in a hybrid mode. We are in an online class, and we have offline schedules for these students. Some of them are learning on online directly from me, and then we are having a integrated approach with KD Defense Brigade. So with this setup at Delhi,